Cazadoro.
Hey friends! Got a tiny patio, a small balcony, or even just a little blank wall that needs some love? You're in the right place. Today we're checking out cozy and creative vertical garden ideas made with reclaimed wood, concrete, and rustic bits you might already have lying around. These aren't just cute, they're practical, easy to DIY, and perfect for small spaces. Whether you're dreaming of a fresh herb wall, a cascade of flowers, or a chill leafy vibe, we've got something here for you. Think wood crates, hanging pots, pallet walls, and a bunch of other fun ideas that make the most out of every inch. This is all about turning your tiny outdoor or even indoor space into a green little sanctuary without needing fancy stuff or tons of time. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's dive in. Okay, friends, imagine a small garden that's got this rustic vibe, but also super chill. We're talking about a concrete and driftwood vertical garden. Picture this: soft, even daylight, no harsh shadows, just cozy, sun-kissed driftwood beams paired with concrete planters that have that light, natural wear. They're not perfect, but that's what makes them so charming. The trailing green vines are just casually spilling over the edges, and everything's surrounded by lush herbs and potted plants. Behind it all, there's a softly lit concrete wall, and you've got a gravel path leading you through it all. It's earthy, neutral, and so cozy. You could honestly spend hours here. It's rustic elegance with zero pressure. Trust me, you're going to love how this looks when captured in soft, diffused sunlight. Think Sony A7 III vibes. Let's talk about upcycled concrete gutters. These are turned into the perfect vertical garden setup, holding herbs and greens. Imagine these gutters stacked vertically against a light concrete wall, filled with lush plants spilling out, and the whole thing basking in soft, diffused daylight. The colors are earthy and neutral: soft gray concrete, olive greens, pale clay. The backdrop includes small stools, rustic tiles, and potted plants, making the space feel cozy and welcoming. This is the kind of setup where you feel like you could just relax and enjoy the calm vibes. It's rustic and modern, with just enough charm to make you smile. Alright, imagine this, a reclaimed wood ladder, the kind that looks a little worn and weathered but in the most charming way. Now, turn that ladder into a vertical garden by hanging small planters from each step. Picture this in a sunny corner, soft, diffused light making everything pop. The wood is gently faded, with a few plants trailing down the steps like they're just casually hanging out. Each plant is thriving in its little spot, herbs, flowers, maybe even small vegetables. Below the ladder, you've got some soft pebbles or gravel, and a rustic chair nearby. The whole thing feels like a secret garden you've stumbled upon, and it's got that perfect mix of laid-back rustic charm and cheerful greenery. This is a DIY project that's easy to do, but it'll make you feel like you've really created something special. Next up, we're keeping it sleek but still super cozy with a concrete tile vertical planter. These tiles are stacked like a modern minimalistic wall of planters, with each tile holding different types of greenery. Think herbs, leafy vines, or even some small flowers that add pops of color. The beauty of this design is how clean and fresh it feels, yet the concrete has that rustic edge. The soft daylight highlights the cool, smooth texture of the concrete tiles, and the plants inside are lush and vibrant, contrasting against the gray. Imagine this setup in a minimalist garden space, surrounded by a few potted plants and maybe a wooden bench or two. The whole scene is relaxed, modern, and just perfect for a chill garden hangout. Let's go back to the classic rustic style with a palette vertical garden, but we're adding some hanging planters to make it even more fun. Imagine a wooden pallet mounted on a soft concrete wall, with each section filled with a mix of plants, some in pots, others cascading out of hanging planters. The whole thing feels like a relaxed, no-fuss garden corner, where the plants take center stage. The soft light makes everything look extra cozy, and the plants are spilling over in the most effortless way. You've got rustic elements all around, from the wood pallet to the gravel path and maybe some vintage lanterns nearby. It's got that organic, lived-in vibe that makes your garden feel like a cozy escape. Repurposed wooden crates, such a classic. Now, let's turn them into a stunning vertical garden. Imagine stacking those crates vertically against a wall, filled with all kinds of plants. Some crates might have herbs, others might be home to small flowers or trailing vines. The wood has that rich, earthy look, but the plants really bring it to life. The light here is soft, glowing, perfect for showing off the little details in the wood and plants. Around the crates, you've got a few potted plants and a rustic table with a cup of tea or maybe a vintage watering can. It's the kind of garden where you can sit back and watch the plants grow, while the natural light makes everything feel calm and peaceful. This one's for the folks who love that farmhouse charm with a cozy twist. Hanging planters? Yes, please. But let's give them a rustic edge by using concrete pots, hung from thick rope. Picture these pots gently swaying in the breeze, filled with lush plants or even cascading flowers. The concrete has that earthy, weathered look, while the rope adds a bit of natural texture. Now, imagine them hanging in front of a soft, neutral-colored wall, with diffused daylight making everything pop. You've got that calm, relaxed vibe, no harsh shadows, just soft light illuminating the scene. Add a few more plants around, maybe some vintage furniture or a small rustic bench, and you've got yourself a peaceful corner that's just begging you to relax and unwind. This is a simple project, but it's going to make your space feel like a dreamy escape. Now let's talk about something that's a bit more playful, recycled concrete pipes as a vertical garden. You know that feeling when you find something unexpected, like an old concrete pipe, and you turn it into something beautiful? That's what we're doing here. You'll stack those pipes, and they'll become the cutest little garden, filled with fresh herbs and flowers spilling out of each one. Imagine this setup in a cozy garden corner, bathed in soft, diffused light with no shadows to mess things up. The concrete's got that perfect weathered look, and around it, you've got reclaimed garden tools, a gravel path, and plants that are overflowing with color. It's got a vibe that screams rustic charm, and the whole thing feels like a personal secret garden. No harsh lines, just soft, lovely details, all captured in a cozy, earthy atmosphere. Okay, this one is all about a combination of wood and concrete. You've got a pallet wall garden, with those concrete planters tucked into the wooden slats, looking all cute and rustic. The light here is soft, and there's no shadow to mess with the details, just pure diffused daylight. Imagine that pallet wood with its sun-bleached wheat color, so warm and inviting. The concrete planters are weathered, but they've got so much character. They're packed with small herbs and trailing greens, just overflowing with life. The gravel below and plants surrounding it all give this whole vibe of cozy simplicity. It's like the perfect little corner where everything feels effortlessly charming. Honestly, it's just rustic vibes galore. You could definitely relax here. Next up, we've got a concrete shelf garden, and it's giving all the cozy vibes. Imagine this, you're on a sunny small patio, and you've got these concrete slabs neatly stacked to create a vertical shelf garden. The soft, diffused light just makes everything pop without any harsh shadows, and you've got shelves full of herbs and succulents. The wall behind it is this soft beige stucco, and the gravel floor just completes that whole rustic, peaceful feel. There's also a bit of reclaimed wood nearby to tie in even more earthy, cozy vibes. The colors are all neutral. Think soft greens, beiges, and grays. It's got that natural feel that's so perfect for a chill garden escape. Plus, when it's captured in soft, natural daylight, it's a dream. Okay, this one's super cool. Upcycled concrete blocks turned into a vertical garden. Imagine stacking these blocks in a cozy little corner of your garden, and then filling each one with hanging plants that spill over in the most beautiful, soft green trails. It's got that rustic charm you want, with light concrete walls behind it, a warm-toned wood planter nearby, and the whole thing bathed in soft, bright light. The blocks themselves have a little bit of weathering, which just adds to their character. And the plants? They're lush and vibrant, filling the whole scene with life. It's this perfect little corner that feels super organic, cozy, and relaxed. Think of it as a cozy corner where the plants just thrive, and you get to enjoy that rustic charm in every detail. Now, for a more structured look, let's talk about concrete stepping stones used as a vertical garden. Imagine this in a small, bright garden with soft daylight. Each stepping stone is standing upright, filled with small herbs and succulents. The concrete is neutral, just the right balance of gray and soft greenery. The surrounding space includes a reclaimed wood chair and a gravel path, adding even more of that cozy rustic atmosphere. The vibe here is warm and welcoming, and the whole thing looks effortless, like nature's found its way into your garden without much fuss. The texture of the concrete is gently brought to life by the soft, diffused light, and it's perfect for a peaceful garden corner. Alright, now let's do something really fun with a combo of concrete crates and reclaimed wood. Picture this in a small, bright garden. You've got those stacked concrete crates, bursting with vibrant green herbs and flowers, and the reclaimed wood adding that extra cozy touch. The surrounding area is filled with terracotta pots and natural stone, giving the whole thing this rustic, cheerful vibe. The soft light highlights everything without any harsh shadows, so you get the true beauty of the natural textures, the wood grain, the concrete surface, and those beautiful plants spilling out. It's cozy and fresh, with that perfect rustic touch, all captured in soft, clean light. This one's got major cozy corner vibes. Let's talk about corner planters, specifically L-shaped concrete ones. This is perfect for a small garden nook, where you've got soft, even daylight hitting the space just right. The concrete blocks form that sleek L shape, and the plants inside are thriving, with herbs and compact flowers blooming along the edges. You've got reclaimed timber seating nearby, a gravel and stone path adding texture, and everything wrapped up in earthy, neutral tones. Olive greens and sage add a pop of color, giving this rustic corner a very cozy, welcoming feel. When the light hits it just right, you can see every little detail, no shadows, just soft, diffused sunlight bringing out the warmth in every corner of this rustic garden. Okay, this one's got a bit of whimsy, wall-mounted concrete face planters. Imagine them on a rustic garden wall, each one filled with trailing herbs or succulents that spill out like hair. It's quirky and rustic, but also super charming. The light here is soft, no harsh shadows, just cozy, diffused daylight illuminating those concrete faces. The colors are earthy, Light concrete, pale olive, dusty beige. The whole scene feels playful yet sophisticated, with a vintage wood bench and old lanterns in the background. It's one of those projects where you can't help but smile when you see it, and it's all captured in soft, natural light that makes everything pop. And that's a wrap, friends. I hope you're feeling inspired to grab some old wood, a few pots, and turn that empty wall or balcony corner into something lush and lovely. These vertical garden ideas prove that small spaces can be totally magical, with just a little effort and a touch of creativity. Whether you're stacking crates, hanging planters, or building something totally your own, it's all about having fun and adding a little green to your day. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend who'd love a mini garden too. And hey, if you try any of these projects, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Until next time, happy planting and keep things cozy and creative.
Cazadoro.